There are some things that someone will tell you. Listen, a prayer warrior don't talk too much. A man, a woman that prays don't have time for some certain things. A person who prays to God, don't have time to argue with people. You know, let me say this, it will sound so hard to you. The Bible says something in the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 22. The Bible says, it is anyone that calls his brother a fool we condemn in the lake of fire. If you call your brother a fool, Bible says anyone that calls his brother a fool, we condemn in the lake of fire. But the same Bible says something. Bible said, and Jesus said to them, that was Luke 24 verse 25. And Jesus said to them, you fools to believe in all that the prophets have said. Eli was a father. Eli was a master. Eli was all and all. Eli was everywhere. And Eli has a bad background. He has a bad background. I mean, he couldn't train his children very well. That God hammered and said, why honor your children more than me? The same Eli, Bible says that he was the master to Samuel. When the Lord called Samuel and said, Samuel ran to Eli and said, Master, did you call me? He said, no. And God called Samuel again the third time. And Samuel said to him, if he calls you again, answer. Said to him, Lord, speak, for your servant hearing. Remember, Eli is the father in the Lord of Samuel. Why didn't God go to Eli and say, Eli, tell him I'm the one calling him. Tell him to prepare for this, prepare for that. It's a sign for you to know there are certain decisions you should take. You don't need any prophets to tell you about it. The same way a prophet can direct you to tell you the voice you are hearing, whether it's of God or of the devil, but God calls you direct. Why God speaks to us direct? Imagine that God now told Eli, say, Eli, go and tell him that he should not be afraid. I'm calling him. Tell him I have called him before he was born. I knew him. Tell him this, tell him that. A time will come in life when Samuel will stand in a junction and Samuel will say, Lord, if you know you are the one that called my father in the Lord that called me, when you are not sure, it is better to say, Lord, if you are the one that called me. And that is what everyone have to have access to him. Access to him. That's everyone have to have access to the Lord himself. Don't allow, oh God, let me say this. Don't allow what you don't know to start following you. Bible says, and this young preacher was told by the heaven, go and destroy. Don't wash your legs. Don't eat in anybody's house. Go and come back. He went there. An old prophet still told him and said to him, the Lord spoke to me that you should come in and eat. And he obeyed. He obeyed. Why? Old man, young man. There are some certain time in your life you should just follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Follow your God's giving glory. Follow that thing that is inside of you. After all, when God asked two brothers to give an offering, God never told them what actually to give. On their own, they chose what to give. When Bible says, and I'll give you some instances, I'm just going somewhere. Bible says, and the prophet went to the Rechabites. The Lord said to him, take all of them to the church. Take them to the altar. As you climb the altar, sit them down at the altar. Give them wine. Let them drink. Wine stands for celebration. Bible says, and while they climb the altar, the children of Ichabod said to the prophets, the prophet live forever. We know you, you're a powerful man of God, we have heard about you, you talk to God directly. Our fathers have told us about you, we have heard about your testimonies, but sir, we can never drink wine. Our father said. And that is why when you come in argument, mind people you argue with. Whenever someone tells you that this thing is white, brother, just if I were you, if you say it's white, they say, is it white? Thank God, though, go your way. Sometimes when you argue with people, you don't know whether this is their own resolution. You don't know whether this is their own understanding. And you are trying to argue to win. Whenever you argue to win, you will discover that you are just fooling yourself. Imagine a prophet telling them, come to the altar. Drink, the Lord said, thus say what Jehovah. Drink ye wine. And he says, sir, with all due respect, we shall drink no wine. For our fathers have said. There are people who act today, they act under the voice they listen to. There are people who act today, they act under things they are. And that is why anytime you stay away from prayer, you will start hearing voices from men. If you are not hearing from God, you will start hearing from men. What is happening in our society today is because a lot of people are now hearing from men. Yesterday happens to be Thursday. And that Thursday, somewhere around World Bank Avenue here, a young man ran away, was running. Even he had to tell other people coming to stop and turn back. And immediately, people were like turning back. I said, what is happening here? When I called the young man, I called the first person, what is happening? He said, I don't know what is happening. He said, I don't know what is happening. I only heard that they should turn. This one said, hey, they say we should turn. They say you should turn, they say you should turn. I asked the other person, why are we not turning? He said, it's like they are robbing. Now, but we never knew. It was a madman that was running away that asked them, turn. A madman spoke to a man, and the man took the message and converted to about 50 cars that were coming. And the whole 50 cars started murmuring. Some turned back out of fear. The voice will listen. If you know that God is sending, that is why do not leave your house in any day without prayers. When you argue with people who has woken up in the morning and have this resolution that this thing now is black, is white, brother, just leave your own, stay with your own understanding, because it will be somehow to hear that the person you think you are trying to communicate to. Imagine you're talking to somebody for 3 hours, 7 hours, 15 hours, and the person was just waving here. After everything, the person started saying, but it's a lie. Everything you say, my father said, I have this belief. Everybody lives with their own belief. A donkey and a tiger were arguing in the field. While they were arguing in the field, the donkey was telling the tiger that the grass is blue. The grass is blue. The grass is blue. The grass is blue. And the tiger said it's a lie. The grass is green. They argued it to the extent that they have to go and meet the king that happens to be the lion. And it says, and the donkey raised his voice and says, sir, I told the tiger that the grass is blue. Sir, is the grass not blue? And the tiger says to him, and the lion said to him, if you say the land is blue, so the land is blue. The donkey yielded with all amount of anger. He said, I've been talking to the tiger that the grass is blue, but the tiger never believed me. The tiger believed that the grass is green. Oh king, please, your majesty, please punish the tiger. And the majesty, the lion said to the tiger, you shall be punished. And the tiger was placed on 3 days punishment. No stocking, 3 days punishment. And the donkey left was shouting, the land is blue, the grass is blue. And after the 3 days, the tiger spoke to the lion and said, Your Majesty, you and I know that the grass is green. Yes, yeah. The lion now said to the tiger, yes, the grass is green. Yes, but Your Majesty, why then do you not punish me? Why do you punish me, knowing fully well that the grass is green and the donkey says the grass is blue? You accepted it and punished me. He said to the tiger, your punishment has nothing to do with the argument or with the grass being blue or green. He said, then what is my punishment? He said, your punishment is this, that someone that is more educated like you, knowing fully well that the grass is blue and you are busy arguing with a donkey. And I see it to be that you are just wasting your time. And when the donkey says that the grass is blue, I believed him in his own understanding. And when he says, I should punish you, I believed him. Why? Because it is so foolish of you, knowing how the land is, knowing the truth and the light of everything, and you are just arguing with an ass. The worst people in life to talk to is fools. Is the people who believes that only the ones they know is all. Listen, don't you ever get to the level in life where no one can talk to you. Don't you ever get to the level in life where you always have something to say. Even when you are at fault. Listen, and let me teach you one thing you must know. And I have learned this thing for more than 5 to 7 years now. Don't you ever argue with anybody to win. Always argue to learn. Argue with people to learn their understanding. And most time when you speak to people, ask them 1 or 2 questions to know their level of understanding. I was talking to a young man the other day. He said, please, can you show me the road leading to so-and-so place? Yes, okay. Go down this way. Go down this way. When you get to that junction, you get one woman with a fry buns. Pass that woman. You got another woman with a say, I ask you for the road. You are not telling me things. I never ask you of the person that sells buns. From how people talk to you, you will know how matured they are. And remember, fools opens their mouth at the gate, but the wise listens. That thing you want to talk about, take it to the Lord in prayer. Because He is the only one that will understand you. I was talking to somebody after the person said everything you said is true. The person accepted the whole for the next thing I had was, but I know why I was angry with myself. I was angry not because of the person who is saying about this, but that, but I was angry because I just wasted my time. It is high time. Why you quarrel with people daily is because you want to make them understand you, but they want to make you understand them. And that is why, even if you're a leader or not a leader, if you have such type of person around you, just know it that the person has climbed to the ladder where nobody can talk to the person. If you now want to talk to that person, it may be your leader, it may be anybody. If you now want to talk to the person, take it to the Lord in prayers. I believe you are blessed. I believe you are blessed because I just passed a word of wisdom to you. The more you argue is the more you waste time. Listen, even when a mad person speaks to you, listen. Arguing with a mad person makes you a mad person. Why you get angry is because you argue with them. You want them to understand you. Brother, forget it. Forget it. When they told Jesus, said, Jesus, I heard you say you are the son of David. You are the king of Israel. I heard you said you are the king of Israel. Or king of the Jew. And Jesus said, you said it. You said it. See, listen. One thing I love for sure is this. Anything in this planet Earth can lie. But you see, time, only time can tell the truth. You see time? Only time can tell the truth. Just give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Pastor Chijoke Nezino Loyal Hanefe Jehovah Onye Kerigwe Noah Rapota Onuwota Onye Ebube gị na-ejere ndị gozi o, ebube gị na-akpọrọ m ụgọ, ebube gị na-emeri ekwensu o, ebube gị na-ekwuchitere ụmụ gị ọnụ ha o, ebube gị mara mma o, ọ mara mma o, ibe ebube n'onwe ya, ebube gị na-ejere ndị gozi o. Iman ebube gị bata n'ebe lilọgụ ochibo ọgwa ọrụ onye kere ekele nwere onwe ya onye mmiri sọrọ n'ụzọ onye ihe na-esiri ike ya dịrị ya mma Chukwu ebube bịa kelego ebube gị ochimo ebube gị oke ebube Chinekele Tell me why you giving up on God. Tell me why you are giving up on me. Tell me why you are giving up on God. Hold on. Change is on the way. Tell me why you are giving up on Chineke you. Ìgbàgbọ́ ló mọ fún yẹn mèrè dídì ìwé mẹ́jẹ bèbè ọ̀sán wá one Bible you. Oh, down at the